We Filipinos have always been fond of the unknown and the supernatural. Hence, why we have so many urban legends pervading the country. Some, of course, have achieved so much notoriety that they have become classics in Filipino folklore, always told over and over again without ever getting old. So let's check 5 creepy Filipino urban legends that never gets old. The Headless Priests.
Oh, look at me. I'm all dead. I'm a gross, scary, severed head.
Chances are, you may have experienced being scared by old folks as a child about a headless priest coming out of your wound. As absurd as they may have sounded when you grew older, it just proves that the stories of headless priests are alive and well. As their name suggests, these clergymen roam universities, graveyards, churches, or any other conveniently eerie places. Sometimes they carry their heads with them. As to why they lost their heads, these priests were said to have been decapitated either by Filipino revolutionaries during the Revolution or by Japanese soldiers during the World War II. Urban legends about priests have also been most likely reinforced with earlier stories of biblical figures and martyrs who had been beheaded, like Saint John the Baptist, for example.
I thought you said if we destroyed the brain, it'd die. It worked in the movie!
Dead patient on an elevator.
Look, George. Some child left their doll in the elevator.
Many variations of this urban legend exist. Nonetheless, they are still as creepy as the first time you've heard them. In the generic version, a doctor is inside an elevator with a patient when he sees another patient hurriedly trying to get inside with them. He closes the door, leading his fellow passenger with him to ask why he didn't allow the other passenger to ride the elevator. He explains that the patient trying to get inside the elevator had been dead because he was wearing a red wristband. After the doctor said that, his co-passenger lifted his arm with the red wristband and answered, "Like this?"
Not like this.
The mystical city of Biringan. Somewhere in Samar, there supposedly lies the enchanted city of Biringan. According to legend, this city is the hometown of the Encantos and is also a portal to another world. In fact, their mere mention of the name to locals is enough to stir fear and awe. No one knows exactly where the city is, for it is said to appear and disappear at will. Sailors at night have attested to seeing a dazzling city on the horizon before disappearing in the twinkling of an eye. Numerous urban legends have been attributed to the city, which includes unwitting motorists accidentally reaching it, and tales of Encanto abductees being brought there. However, purposeful attempts to locate the mystical city have been fruitless up to now. Whether it really exists or not is left to one's imagination. Nevertheless, Biringan continues to evoke an aura of mysticism whenever it is mentioned.
Get the hell out of here!
The White Lady.
Cindy! The TV's leaking!
The White Lady is undoubtedly one of the country's most famous ghosts, with every locality having their own versions of this ghastly apparition of a woman with long black hair and wearing an all-white dress. The White Lady is usually a woman with a sad past, having been murdered or dying in an accident. As we've said, although there are many stories about white ladies, the most famous concerns the one who is said to reside in Quezon City's Balete Drive. According to different variations of the urban legend, the young lady was a woman who died either in a car accident or was raped and killed by Japanese soldiers. In another version, it's a taxi driver. Since then, she supposedly appears to any motorist brave enough to go through that area alone at night. Sometimes, she suddenly appears in the rear view of the car, her face full of blood and bruises. Other times, she asks cab drivers to give her a ride and then suddenly disappear without a trace. Moral of the story? Never go alone when you're driving through Balete Drive.
I'm not listening.
Mount Cristobal, the Devil's Mountain.
Smoke rises from the mountain of doom.
If Mount Banahaw is considered a holy mountain, then Mount Cristobal is its total opposite, located in Laguna. The mountain has been regarded as the Devil's Mountain by locals due to the countless horror stories and legends that pervade its slope. It is reported that supernatural creatures roam the mountain, while stories of foolhardy hikers trekking the mountain at night and disappearing without a trace are also abundant. Creepily, the devil himself is said to reside in the mountain. Don't take our word for it, hikers and tourists can attest to the eerie, otherworldly feeling whenever they go to that mountain. Want more creepy Filipino stories and urban legends? All you have to do is click the subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified for more great videos.